Hello everybody, and welcome back to another robot ranking. So this episode it will be series 4 version of 101, and if you don't know how we're doing this, I have this tier list here, and we are going to be ranking each version of every robot, which it probably will not get that far, but every version, every robot that I do in alphabetical order. Today is the second episode where we're doing the Series 4 version of 101. And we're going to be watching this video which has all the fights from Series 4 that have 101 in it by Bleepers Beef, so I'll put their channel in the description if you want to watch more of their videos. So let's just get this video going.
101 returns with a special Roboteers EPS Extra Perceptive Sensory System, which fires a spike weapon travelling
I
at
feel like
200 miles an hour.
It did really well, so it's the 9th seed, which is quite high.
In the last wars, the closest battle
I mean, it wasn't the final 8 and it got the 9th seed, so
bash for smash,
that
crash
is
for mash.
pretty low.
The judges had to come in and decide, leaving the father and daughter team of 101 broken-hearted.
Hi, I'm Mike. This is
I
Amy.
think it was still a good robot. It was still the sensor was still a bit ahead of its time.
Motors at the back and a very powerful weapon in the middle, which fires automatically when it comes into range of another robot.
Yeah, that's what was ahead of its time.
Stand by.
Dominator 2, the pneumatic axe controlled
Now,
by
if you know anything
Paul
about this
Tolliday
battle,
with the
this one will
moustache
not
there
show
on the
much
left-hand
of
side. You saw
101,
Peter Holloway with him.
and I think you'll see why basically
with the father and daughter
instantly.
team Mike and Amy, Franklin, and Henry 2 with Tom Moy, a blacksmith, and his kids 11-year-old
Henry 2.
Leon and 13-year-old Melanie.
And you'll see why I said that in a second. I mean, look at this, ready?
Making the first move.
And Henry 2 died from that.
Immediately from the
That
outside,
killed Henry 2. That was literally it, Henry 2.
And I think the drive motors are
That
there
was
or thereabouts.
sad.
The axe has gone in
You
and
see the
and I
spike
think
doing
that's
something.
destroyed Henry 2's chances straight away. Look, immobilised. What an attack from Dominator 2. That pneumatic axe crashing down. Now 1-on-1 back on the attack. There goes the
You
axe
want to
again.
see
1-on-1
that
has to stay out of
spike
trouble now.
do something.
From the Dominator 2 team, they all work together. Peter Holloway, Chris Hall and Paul
It
Tolliday.
keeps you running away.
Poor old Henry 2 out of it immediately, I would suggest. Dominator 2 with a strange double V shape, trying to cause problems on 101 as well, denting but not penetrating. 101 comes back onto the attack with those.
It's not really
tracks
using
from
that
the
spike.
milk
It
bottle
did get
washing
in the
machine.
heat,
Can they
probably
deliver, I wonder?
one of the robots
Comes
with
in with
strongest
a
armor in the whole
cutting
competition,
claw, twice
so
as powerful as the
can't really blame it
jaws
too
of
much,
light
it doesn't do
used
much
by
damage.
rescue services to save trapped victims from wreckage. Immensely powerful.
Just maybe beating up Henry 2.
Henry 2. They've worked so hard on the improvements. Shunt a little push, that's why you can see the wheels
I
moving.
think Dominator
I'm sure
2's
nothing
actually
else.
dead.
There's no
No,
life
it's
in
not.
that
It's
machine
easy.
now.
You see 101 doing a bit of
Meanwhile,
shoving.
Amy and Mike will survive with 101.
Struggling to shove it, though.
Goes Henry 2 into the pits.
And that is the end of the first battle. And which means you've got to put it on the tier list. And to be honest, you probably put it there. I don't think you'd put it any higher than that in this first battle. It just seems like it just rammed into stuff and did absolutely nothing. It barely shoved Henry 2, but it did a little bit to Dominator 2, so you can see how it could do something. But still not enough to have potential. But let's get to this next battle, which I actually find when it starts, which is here. Oh, and
Run, rabbit, run.
I kind of thought that I went up against
Major Tom has
probably the
a
least
gun
threatening opponent.
Can he use the
And
power
it had a really easy run. You can't really give it that many points.
Speedier robot by far, to be honest. The milk bottle washing machine tracks.
That was pretty cool to watch.
Major Tom, don't forget, Mike has the experience as well. Mike Franklin, an engineer.
Theirs was a nice shot.
Major Tom against the arena wall. That's the
That was kind of like the first
Coming out
attack
to
where you
my
might be able to see
Major
something.
Tom in trouble now.
But like,
against the arena
I guess
wall.
it bent the
There's
shovel up a
Captain
little
Cosmic's head
bit,
wobbling.
did some damage
And
to
their whole
the
future
really
in
weak
Robot
head.
Wars. A bit of a wobble too. There's Matilda with the great
Oh, wasn't this really cool thing to watch?
chainsaw
Yeah.
to to hack into Major Tom's.
Oh, wasn't this the hit where the head exploded?
Water barrel, that's
Yeah.
There goes the head.
That's nice. That's one of the best front hits ever.
Oh, and all around you are losing the head. Can you kick yours? No.
If it also
No,
punctured the barrel, that
Out
would
of the
be
arena.
really nice.
Oh, dear.
That
There
would be
comes
so
the
satisfying.
bubblegum
punch the
machine
barrel.
there.
There you
They're
go.
forever blowing bubbles down the Isle of Sheppey way.
Well, 101 really
Fortune's fading
do
for them
too
though
much then.
fast. Shunt is there, so too Dead Metal. Probably a big
Boom.
shot with the
It's
axe.
very satisfying to
Well,
watch
you wouldn't
that.
hold too much rainwater in that garden barrel now, would you? Not really. In the pit it goes, I should think, Major Tom. There's something
101 did not have a very
Your
promising
circuits have
run
gone. Here
for
are
its
you,
first few battles.
flitting around, not your tin can. A flip on the arena floor. Major Tom, there's Matilda, tusks aloft.
Poor Major Tom.
The pit descends. And Major Tom, your circuits are certainly dead now. There we can see the camera
At
on
least
Killalot.
technically it got 2 wins from pitting 101. It didn't do either
Let's
for
go.
pitting. You can't really give it too much credit. Second battle, yeah, you can probably keep it at mid. It did that one shove, but it was against an already dead Major Tom, so you can't really say much there. You can tell how, like, there's a lot left of this video, and, like, for the final battle, it's how you know that this was actually, I'm pretty sure it was quite a good battle, but let's just get into it.
Seeds, who didn't sound too confident. Dominator 2, is there a problem with the controls? Chris Hall, who designed the power electronics, will have to sort them out for Dominator 2. There they are. Peter Halloway, the team captain at the controls. He drives the engine 101 with Dad Mike.
Look how vulnerable that area
Daughter
was
Amy,
as
she
well.
wants to be a surgeon when she's older.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
Amy, if you want to get
I love
used to
reaction videos like this.
slicing
They're very
dice as a
fun to
surgeon,
make.
let's
Especially
get
when I'm
used
doing
to
something
slicing
else with them.
Dominator 2 right now.
You got the side,
Look
the
at that
spike.
great
You can,
axe pick
in
of an
Series
axe.
3, you could see the spike doing a little
On the
bit,
top
like
there,
pushing
101
stuff.
already.
But then,
Damages it,
like,
punch
it's
it,
done nothing
101s.
so far. And the
Aircraft
vulnerable
grade
top,
aluminium shell.
and that's who Dominator
I think
2
it
water
has, and I
roof,
think
well,
it's
that probably
holding on,
count
and
as
101
101
dragging it
pretty
around the
well.
arena floor. Now that's interesting. Mike Franklin may well be able to use that tactic again. Draw Dominator 2 on. Get
That
the
was a nice
X-Quad on
little
top of the shell,
shot
drag it
there.
towards a bit. 101 showing good aggression and taking Dominator 2 almost into a CPZ, the corner patrol zone, and Matilda can come out from there and fly at Dominator 2. This is the good heat final we thought it would be. And 101 certainly showing great tenacity and verve. Don't forget they
You
survived
kind of
the
this
eliminator phase
is
last
when
time
101
around and
will
reached
gain
the
some
semi-finals.
points,
Only
because
his
it's actually doing
stop
pretty
them,
good right
101.
now.
Dominator 2 madly
It did end up
flailing
losing
away
the
with
battle,
that
by the way.
axe. Do not try
Say
to
that
save
right
your
now it's
children
pretty
with a
even.
toothpick on your brother's
But
favourite
that
model
was,
car.
this the attack that kind of
Until
made
Christmas
it
Day,
clear
do
that
it
Dominator
then.
was winning.
101 into the CPZ. Matilda
that on
there
the
as well,
floor?
pushing 101 out. Go on, Amy. Come up with some inspiration. You're going to need
Boom.
it. There, you see now.
In Series 4, Dominator was actually also... Dominator's
enough
enough on his robots that just got outdated, but still managed to get pretty lucky.
Great tactic by
But
Dominator
it got
2.
outdated in
Just
Series
squeezing
6,
out of the
not
grasp of
Series
Dead Metal
4.
101. Back in towards the house robot again. You can see the mighty pincers there. 101's tracks trundling away. On towards
You
the
see
arena
it's
floor,
kind
flip
of
back.
dead now.
Yeah, get away, that's right. Discretion the better part of valor. Run away, run
Here we
away.
go.
Live to fight
Got to
another
the
day,
side,
101.
but it's been
Turned
split.
over, that won't bother it. The track's trundled, but all the aggression so far from
This
Dominator
is
2
why the
should go to
track
judges.
actually kind of works. Just
Style
do things
control,
like that,
damage and aggression.
where it just
Those are the
push
things
it,
they're looking for. 101
but it does
side
leave
attack
it
now on Dominator 2, which means of course
under
Dominator 2
a bit
can't get the
vulnerable.
axe into play. Now
But
it
one
can.
good hit could really kill it.
101 on the arena wall, has it been there? It has been there! It's in
Wow.
trouble here, 101!
The spike's actually gone into
the
it.
arena wall, getting away now!
Didn't see that except Gemini really.
Dominator 2 on the attack with the axe, and Shunt, what's Shunt doing out there now to take
What
on
is Shunt doing
101?
out there?
What do you, Shunt is on the attack
Oh,
and he's not on
just
rep.
said about the
Rep on,
underbelly.
give Shunt a yellow card, give him a red card and get him out of there! Poor old
This
101
is actually quite a good battle.
should not have been the victim of an attack by
Not
Shunt.
overly one-sided,
well,
but still
no,
pretty
it wasn't terrifying,
one-sided.
Shunt. But it goes to the judges. What? How close is that,
Well,
by
watch
the
the
way?
judges'
What a
decision.
good battle!
I'm pretty charged it.
Well. A very tight battle. We've got to go to our judges. Remember, This is for a place in the series semi-finals. The judges are looking at style, control, damage, and aggression.
Oh yeah, we'll also get to see the highlights. So maybe. Yeah. This is the things that 101 did.
There's the axe of Dominator 2 straight into the
This is
play.
literally to see to get that
And caught on the
rank.
top of 101. 101 brave enough to come back
That
on the
was
attack,
probably
but
101's
denied
best
its own weapon. It
attack,
hasn't
though.
worked throughout this heat. That could be key as the judges
Exactly, the weapon.
Dominator 2's axe
It was
bag
already
once again.
outdated. It went from being
101
mid
across the
to
arena,
really,
more into the
really
CPZ, which
outdated
again will count in
in
Dominator
just a year.
2's favour.
I don't even know if it was a
101
year.
surviving, but it was a battle of survival.
It
for
just didn't
101.
change to Series
I
3.
think in my mind that edges it towards
And the only reason
Dominator
it's getting
2
lower
just,
is
but we'll
because
see
it
what the judges
was
have to say.
outdated. That was kind of nice, I guess.
There they are, totting up the scores. Professor Noel Shark in the middle. Martin Smith there to his left. What's the decision?
All very
Well,
serious.
The decision is unanimous, and the winners are Dominator 2!
And out went 101. Right there. Right then. And then they had 2 more series after that. And then they were gone. But 101, let's see, 101, you probably put it potential. You could see how against the right opponent, if it was just a box, something vulnerable, then it could have shoved it a little bit, and maybe the spike was working, snipe the wheel. Like if maybe, just maybe, if that spike was working, it could have won that battle, because it was on that tire so many times that I feel like if the spike was working, it could have just punctured it and, well, won. But I'm gonna end it with putting it in potential. I'm actually probably gonna add another tier to say, how did it qualify? Because I feel like this is still like not a horrible robot. But thank you guys for watching this one. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.